Hi friends, welcome back. I don't know. This is gonna be basically like my first ever like YouTube video that I've done, if that makes sense, like full YouTube video. I am basically just gonna be doing this voiceover over a stream that we did earlier this month for Inktober. If you don't know what that is, Inktober is basically a list of prompts that you are given, a single word per day, to draw something based on that single word. As you can see here right now, I'm just like playing with the brushes in Clip Studio. This is my first time really using Clip Studio, and I wanted to see how the different things worked. I really like it. I'm excited to keep working with it, and I'm going to attempt to do every single one of the Inktober prompts in Clip Studio. Clip Studio Paint specifically. Also, I'm going to apologize now for the amount of times that I say because it is a filler word and I cannot stop myself. So this is our day one. Our day one prompt was gargoyle, and I want to include my monster boyos that I draw in every single prompt as like my own little spin-off, and so this could also be called a garboil. Get it? So yeah, so we're coloring it in. I already had this sketch done, and then I was like, oh, record the thing, and then we can make it a thing. So that's what we're doing. I got my cute new little frog eyeballs, the little crown. I got those off Etsy. They're super freaking cute. There's probably going to be lots of times where I just stop talking because I feel weird talking for 45 minutes straight over art when nothing's happening. So we're all going to be awkward together. If you're wondering what the little box is above my heads, that is Stream Raiders. I currently am a partner with Stream Raiders. It's really cool, really fun. I really enjoy it. It's just like a fun, silly little game that you can do in the background while you're streaming, and your chat can join you. The whole goal is that you want to basically build up an army to defeat the enemies for each round. And it's a good time. The little dudes that are walking super fast on the top right of the screen are some of the skins that I have in Stream Raiders. If you want to join us in Stream Raiders, we've got that link over on the Twitch page. By the way, if I haven't said this already, this is from my Twitch, twitch.tv/awkwardmonsters. Like I said, this is taken from a stream where I streamed for probably 6 hours that day. So there's going to be some spots where it's like cut and it kind of like jumps forward a little bit. You're going to see like these little dudes, that little frog dude that jumped up. Maybe some other different alerts and things that I have on stream that are going to pop up just randomly. Don't worry about those. They're just a fun little addition, you know? Just a happy little accident, one might say. A happy little addition to the stream. Or to the video. You know what I mean. Also, I never realized how much I bobbed my head before until I've looked at this. I'm pretty sure I've seen my head dance side to side more times than I would like to say. Wow. My sped up dancing is embarrassing. Well, this is fun. Can I make this go faster? I want this to go faster. I want this to go faster. So around here, I knew that I wanted to select this wing to do some coloring, but I had to make a little bit of adjustment, and so I decided to just kind of select that area using like a angular lasso tool, basically. And so yeah, I'm just following those lines with like a pen tool kind of a thing. Yeah, that's what it was, pen tool. Wanted to add a little more depth into the wings of our little gargoyle. Now that I think about it, I probably should have given him a tail. I feel like he needs a tail. Well, too late now. So moving on to day 2, the prompt was scurry. So my brain went, duh, scurry, mouse, mice, rat, etc. So we began sketching out a little mousy boy. Looking back at it, I feel like this was too obvious of an answer, but it was just the answer that felt kind of right that day, so we just kind of went with it without really taking any second guesses or anything. I will say I did struggle at first with this one. I realized I'd never drawn like a mouse before. here's a fun little question for you. What's your favorite kind of cheese? Have you ever thought about that? What kind of cheese do you like? I'm a big fan of quesadillas, but I'm a psychopath. I will literally eat a quesadilla that's just full of mozzarella cheese. In my brain, cheese is cheese for the most part, minus like the blue cheese and like the stinky cheeses. Like, I'm like Swiss, provolone, American, mozzarella, Colby Jack, like they all kind of mix together in my brain. I don't know if I could ever decipher between them if I was given a piece of cheese and was like, hey, what is this? Unless it was cheddar. You know what I mean? Like, who likes cheddar? Who just eats cheddar cheese? I guess little mousy boys do, but not a big fan of just straight up cheese. As crazy as that may sound. Now this little mousy boy here. Little mousy boy probably likes cheese. Also, here's another hot take. How do you make your nachos at home? I know that sounds crazy. If you're hearing this part, let me know down below in the comments. How do you make your nachos at home? I'm going to give you a second to type it out, and then I'm going to tell you how mine's made. And then you can let me know if I'm an absolute psychopath / heathen or not. So my favorite way to make nachos, because I'm lazy, is to grab a big old handful of tortilla chips, throw them on a plate, grab whatever kind of shredded cheese I have. You do a little layer of chips, a little layer of cheese, a little layer of chips, a little layer of cheese. Does it all get clumped together? Yes, but that's the beauty of it. And you know what I do? I just pop that little thing right in the microwave. And I just heat it up in the microwave because I'm like, yeah, I want nachos now. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to make a small little dish of nachos and put it in the oven and stuff. Like, that's way too much work. 100% nachos straight in the microwave. Delicious. So good. I decided to give this little mousy boy some cheese. Look at him, he's so cute. He's got a whole ass chunk of cheese. Alright, I think here I move on to day 3. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I move on to day 3 here, which the day 3 prompt was indeed bat. So I just drew a bat in like boyo form with the cute little, by the way, those are cheeks. They're not ears. I know a lot of people think that the boyos have cheeks, or that the boyos have ears, but they're actually cheeks. I don't think I ended up giving the little bat one little cheeks, but he's got that same signature little oop for a mouth, you know, the little oop. He's just a little oop boy. I was so impressed with myself for making those ears like pretty good first try. I didn't even bother drawing the other side. I was like, I'm just gonna copy and paste. That is the beauty of digital art. Copy and paste. You know when you do your eyeliner, your eyebrows, they're sisters, not twins? Well, guess what? Digital art, they can be twins. And why not do that if you have the if you have the resources? Why not? One of my favorite things that I can do is that I can just copy and paste something to put on the other side. I also thoroughly enjoy that I can just select an area, Control T, transform it, make it smaller, bigger, etc., whatever, turn it. Super useful, especially when doing faces. Or when doing bodies, too. But I just thought this little bat, just 10 out of 10. Right off the rip. Sorry, I just burped. That was a really gross burp. But yeah, I just felt like he was kind of perfect and cute and adorable, just like right off the rip. Didn't even need any changes. We just traced the little outline and boom. Done. Look at that little bean. So cute. next up we have day number 4. The theme for day number 4 is scallop. I was a little thrown off by that, so I was like, hey, why don't we go with like a little shell boy? He'll be like a little scallop boy. So I doodled the little scallop shell that was going to go over his head, and then I was like, oh, we got some shells, like why don't we cover in some seaweed, right? So I doodled my little outline. We ran our stream raiders, and I thought about adding like a little coral tail. Then I thought it looked a little too like something that could be inappropriate, so I decided to ditch that. Because that's not what we're looking for. That's not what we were trying to get at. So we ditched the coral in the background / coral tail type thing and started to do our outlining. So while I was sketching the outline for this little scallop boyo, I was looking at what I had drawn as originally intended to be seaweed. And I had made a comment or someone in chat had made a comment about bacon and like bacon wrapped scallops. I was thinking seaweed, but when I heard bacon, I was like, no, that has to be it. So I ditched the idea of it being a seaweed and we went with bacon. Don't mind that. That was Sonic, quote unquote, murdering someone. We have an exclamation point murder. Don't mind that. So then I started to color in the bacon. I wanted to try some of the blending options that Clip Studio Paint, sorry, I don't know how to speak, has. And I kind of liked it. I've never blended with this before. This is like my first time. Like I said, this is pretty much my first time using Clip Studio. And so I was just kind of messing around with some of the blending tools, and I was actually very happy and pleasantly surprised. I've always wanted some kind of a blending tool in Photoshop, and this pretty much did exactly what I would have hoped for it to do. I then started to color the shell of the scallop, and I just kind of decided to use some cute colors. I didn't really have like a picture reference per se of like what it should look like. I just did colors that I thought looked kind of nice together and were kind of fun. And I enjoyed the blending that I used on the bacon so much, so I decided to try doing some blending with the shell as well, and I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I put a nice, like, kind of a deep red, like a nice, almost like blood red, I guess you could say, and then a brighter, like, purple color. And I really, really liked the way that it came out. I feel like it went really well with the like lighter kind of salmon-y color that I had picked originally. Yes, I am in a hot dog suit. Don't ask questions. Just accept it. Oh, God. Makes you a hot dog real bad. Oh, God. It's like the 4th of July. It's like 11 p.m., so, I don't know why I'm even trying to do my impression of Jennifer Coolidge right now, but it's fine. Just accept the hot dog. Embrace the hot dog. Also, I just realized how ironic is it that I'm a hot dog drawing a bacon-covered scallop, a bacon-wrapped scallop. Well... Our next day, day 5, was flame. I was like, okay, well, I could just make a little boyo that is just a little fireball. But then my brain went, what about marshmallows and s'mores? So I made a little doodle of what was going to be like a marshmallow boyo head. At first, I was just going to have it be like a marshmallow colored boyo head and just have that be the marshmallow. And then I thought, well, what if I make it more marshmallow shaped? So we decided to make a little marshmallow shaped boyo head, and I decided to do a little bit of like gore to it, but not really gore because it's not going to be blood. It's actually going to be chocolate. And it's like skewered, like it's been like roasted on the fire, you know what I mean? Well, let's check it out, see how it goes. Thanks for checking out the first art video, guys. I will work on making a couple more of these for the rest of October and maybe some other fun ones. And I'll see you next time. Stay awkward, my friends.